Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And before I get started, I'd like to let y'all know that this knife was sent to me by Bestech to test it extensively and review it. This knife is the Bestech Swordfish model BG03A, and it comes in this just plain, pretty generic box. It's got the name, D2 satin, and there's your model number. Nothing fancy, but hey, it's a budget blade. I don't really care. And what do we have here? We have a spear point blade with a nice, almost, yeah, I guess you'd call that a full-length swedge up top. Nice point for piercing. You got about 3/4 of the way up the blade, flat ground blade with a nice attractive satin finish. And let's see, hold on. Yeah, they got satin along the hole. Sometimes they do the stone wash on the flats, but this one's satin all the way. You have a pretty nice sharpening choil. It's just got a little bit of a beard right there. You can see the line coming down, so they could have elongated a little bit more. Hadn't seen a choil done like this before, but hey, it works. You got jimping, nice functional jimping up top up here. It really locks in. It's not overly sharp, but it definitely locks in when you bear down, and you got this upward ramp, so it locks you in good. This side you have Swordfish with the model number and D2 steel. Like that they didn't completely band her up. It's, you know, I could have done without the model. I don't know. But this blade, it comes in at $52 at Blade HQ. I can handle that kind of stuff. Moving on back, you got the Bestech B right here, but you also have nice Torx fasteners right here. One thing I did notice whenever I was taking this guy apart, that it is a free spinning pivot, but I didn't have any trouble. I just held this side and took it off. It didn't have any strong Loctite on it. You have some, I like how they have a nice bolster look right here. No feeling in the seams whatsoever. I like that contrast. It's nice to get something other than just plain black G10. As you can see, they contoured this lightly. You got another contour right there. Nicely done. No sharp edges. You got a nice generous lanyard hole for $5.50. You got a G10 backspacer. And let's see if I can shine some light for you in there. Ooh, that might be too bright. Whoop, whoop. There we go. See, they got some nice milled out pockets in there. You can see one right there as well. And let's see, you might better get a better shot. Yeah, there you go. They milled out as much as they could, making this blade rather light, and it's not a small blade whatsoever. Let's see, let's get a quick weight on this guy. 4.9 ounces, and this is a 8.87 inch blade overall length. That's pretty nice. I can definitely like that. You have perfect blade to handle ratio, almost 1-to-1, and they got the backspacer coming up there, so you cannot touch that blade, and it sits deep enough in there you're not going to run your fingers on that blade when you reach into your pocket. It's nice and centered. I like how they skeletonize the flipper tab, and as you can see, they have contoured all the way around. No sharp spots, and the action is amazing. I mean, this thing, it rockets out. Whoop, cutting my board. This is another one. I'll tell you, I got two knives in from them. This one and the Lion, and both of them. This one has a little bit stronger of a detent, and it falls shut a lot better. This one is just a nice fluid action, rockets out. And I'll tell you what, I love whenever I can use a knife left-handed as well, and I think I have more fun playing with this guy left-handed because I just use that thumb right there. It rockets out. So lefties, this is a lefty-friendly knife. Besides being able to swap the pocket clips, so sorry about that, lefties. So let's see. It's riding on ceramic bearings, ceramic detent ball, and I think this is pretty good bang for your buck. Let's get a few quick size comparisons and some that are, in this same category. You have the Ontario Rat Model 1, pivot to pivot. As you can see, it's bigger than the Rat 1, and the Rat 1's no small knife. You got the 3.5-inch cut jack. All these D2 model blades coming in around the same price points. There you go. And I got one more right here. Timberline Simba. I'll tell you what, they still have these at Smoky Mountain Knife Works for as cheap as they did. I'd definitely pick one up because this is definitely D2. And there you go. Alrighty. Okay, let's get into the reason why they sent me these knives. I had this knife on loan from, it was sent on a pass around, and I had the Kendo, and the Kendo wasn't too bad, but whenever I dulled this one out, and when I sharpened it on my wicked edge, I had tear out all along the edge, and I mean, it was bad. It wasn't really that fixable, or at least I couldn't fix it. I mean, maybe somebody who, much better than I am at sharpening could have made, but so I contacted them, told them the issue, and I didn't have the knife to send back to them, but they were very responsive. They got back to me, I mean, immediately. We talked for a long time, and they asked me, would I mind if they sent me a couple of knives to test very extensively and see if the issue came up again. Now, I'll tell you, after I dulled this one out, I sharpened it back up on the wicked edge, and I took this one to a high polish at first, and I had a small chip right up in here. I don't think it's still there. Maybe you see a little remnant of it right there, and I had a few chips up right here, so I was like, there we go again. But I didn't feel like putting it back up on the wicked edge, so I decided to grab my work sharpener right here, and I sharpened it on this. I don't know what the grit this is, but 20 degrees on both sides. I sharpened it up, I stropped it, and then whenever I was done, I hit it on the Spyderco Sharp Maker, and that did the trick. I do find that putting micro bevel on the Bestech knives does help out a good bit. I cut tons of stuff with this, and it didn't perform the best just because I don't think I had the edge as refined as I would want it to be, but I did not have any issues with major chipping or anything. And let's see what the edge is like. I haven't stropped this one or anything. There you go. You know what, I think I did strop it because it's cutting very smoothly there. My bad, peeps. It's late, I'm tired. So, I mean, you got a little hang up here and there, but for the most part, I mean, it's still nice and sharp. I mean, with just dropping, and at this price point, that's awesome. And I love to see when a company, doesn't just shrug their shoulders and say, oh, well, they wanted to figure out the root problem, and what they discovered is that they had a bad batch of D2 steel. They use a generic recipe for their heat treat, so they know that's not the issue. They use cool mist or something like that to sharpen the blades, so the blades never get overheated, and it didn't seem like that was the issue. So that stuff like that happens. I'm kind of dealing with it with another company, and I'm trying to wait to see how it goes. But you know, like I said, that stuff, that kind of stuff impresses me whenever they try to get to the problem and they want to fix it. You know, I told them that if it did terrible, I was gonna make the video, tell you it did terrible. But I'm very happy that I didn't have to make that video because I don't like doing that. I don't like bashing a company, but I'm gonna be honest. You know, I have nothing to gain. I have, you know, I love I love knives and I love the hobby. So, you know, I don't have ads on my videos. I'm not trying to make any money. So, hope this was helpful. I'm gonna continue to test this guy and this one, and I have some footage of testing, and I want to show y'all how I've been testing these, and I'm gonna try to get somebody to help me edit it up so I can show y'all what these knives can handle. And they're supposed to be sending me a couple of the newer models, and I definitely want to be able to test those too to make sure, you know, that newer models should be a different batch of steel, I would hope, and we could see how it holds up. Let's see, alright, I think that's about it. I'm getting tired, like I said, people. I think I'm going to do a review on this guy right here because I got a lot of stuff to say about this. But y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all want to do, what y'all want to see. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about the Bestech Swordfish or anything else, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I will definitely get back with you. If I don't get back to you right away, either hit me up again or hit me up on the next one. Sometimes I don't see comments, and you know, when the next video comes up, that's just the way it goes. So, not trying to be rude to anybody. I love all you guys, and let's wrap it up because I'm just mumbling them now. So I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.